So in the previous chapter, we saw Code and Borushiki teaming up to take down Naruto. But before they could do any harm to him, Kawaki stood up with his karma making a return. Now continuation to the latest chapter. But before we begin, make sure you are subscribed to our channel with the notifications turned on. And let's quickly do the intro. In chapter 66, we get to see Kawaki remember Amado telling him that he can restore his karma if he wants. And if he wants to protect Naruto and deal with Code, he will definitely need it. Plus, Ishishiki is gone too, so he doesn't need to become a vessel for anyone. It's just a raw power. We get to see Kawaki with Ishishiki's horns and also his dojutsu. Code surprisingly says, how does Kawaki has a karma again? To which Ada explains everything, that how Kawaki didn't have any choice. Amado's intention from the very beginning was to burden Kawaki with another karma. He knew that Kawaki would hunger for more power so that he can protect Naruto. So he probably implanted that karma in him when he was done reconstructing his arm. Which actually puts me in confusion of what Amado's actual plans are. Was it a mistake for Naruto to protect him? Will this lead to a future where Konoha is destroyed? Probably. Code then confirms Ada's theory by saying Amada used them as a push to awaken Kawaki's karma. Meanwhile, Shikamaru realizes that Code is not alone and he probably has an ally somewhere who he's talking to. Naruto is absolutely shocked to see what's happening in front of him. Borushiki says, it's amusing that Kawaki has his karma again and it's impossible for a karma that has disappeared to return. But it took no time for Borushiki to realize that it's all Amado's work. He further tells Kawaki that he's a fool who's just letting him used by others. But it's not his concern, as he tells him to keep on doing whatever he wants until he gets fed to the 10 tails. Now guys, after this comes a great deal of fighting between Borushiki and Kawaki, where Kawaki uses all known abilities of Ishishiki. And I'm not gonna talk about it and stage the video. And if you actually wanna hear about it that badly, I've already talked about it in the spoiler leaks. So you can get the source for it at the end of this video. Code after the intense battle between Borushiki and Kawaki says Daikokuten and Sukuna Hikona, which allows the user to use objects from other dimensions and shrink anything respectively are under the possession of Kawaki. And he asks himself that is Amado actually trying to make a second Ishishiki? Scene then switches to Kawaki where he says that he can now understand his new karmic abilities. Seeing all of this, Naruto asks him what's going on with all those abilities. And when he was about to ask him if he is okay, Kawaki tells him to stay still for now, and seeing at Shikamaru he says he doesn't care if anything happens to him. Which really makes me wonder, did this sudden power change him that much? I mean, seeing couple of those latest filler episodes of Kawaki becoming a genin, I seriously felt he has sympathy for others. But his speech now is not describing his act then. He clearly says the only person he cares for is Naruto and he'll do what needs to be done for him. To which Naruto asks how far is he planning to go. After that, a great deal of fighting goes on between the two, where Kawaki was totally at an advantage, which ultimately makes Boruto wake up. And now, to all those who are thinking Kawaki's karmic abilities are stronger than Boruto's, well, simply think this. Kawaki is just a scientifically developed human with no dojutsu or ninjutsu abilities. Boruto on the other hand is a Chunin level ninja with dojutsu, which even the Otsutsukis fear. So they had to be brought to the same level somehow. Well, coming back to the chapter, Kawaki tries to finish off Boruto by crushing him under those huge cubes, as he was immobilized by chakra rods. But Naruto comes to his rescue in that moment and tells Kawaki to halt his actions right there. He questions him that is he actually planning to kill him, to which Kawaki says he has already said he's gonna do what needs to be done in order to save him. Naruto furiously says him not to be ridiculous because Boruto is his son. Kawaki, pointing out the obvious, says at the same time he's a monster who is after his life. Naruto then tells him he's the one who's being a monster. But Kawaki says it doesn't matter cause it's something he cannot do by himself. So he'll do it instead. Naruto then tells Kawaki to cool his head as he thinks he has lost his mind. Kawaki tells Naruto that there is no other way and he needs to snap back to reality. Boruto then pushes Naruto away and he's in such a state where both of them are awake, Momoshiki as well as him. He tells Boruto to go to sleep as it's for his own good, but Boruto shuts Momoshiki down instead. He states he's been able to control Momoshiki's power to some extent, but Amado's pills are nothing but a temporary solution. As he was this close from killing his dad, Kawaki then asks Boruto if he remembers the time when he promised to get rid of his karma, to which Boruto says he does. And he also does realize that things have become such that they need to go with their last resort plan. Hearing that, Naruto rushes to his side and grabs his arm, but Boruto had already made his hand sign and tells him to give his regards to his mom and Himawari. And he pushes Naruto farther away with his gale palm and tells Kawaki to do it. And he's the only one whom he could ask this of. Shortly after that, Kawaki turns his arm into those weird things and stabs Boruto right through the middle of his chest. And everyone is just shocked as Boruto lies on the ground immobilized. And this ends the chapter. Now, I have something to say here. Did you people actually think Kawaki would kill his brother like that? Even if he tried to kill him, there should have been some hesitation. But there actually wasn't. So they might have planned something beforehand which they're sure of that it will work. Like, remember how they talked about implanting Code with a karma? Maybe in the fight between Boruto and Code, he managed to give Code a karma without him being aware. Well, it might happen, and it's the only logical thing that I can come up with, as I'm disagreeing Kawaki could kill Boruto without any hesitation. Well, that's it for the video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and see you all until next time.
Fearless.